Brother Brand Ambassador, and we're here with another super fun show. We're going to do some embroidery, and wait till you see this turkey. So welcome, everyone. Say hi, say where you're from. We are in Winter Wonderland in Michigan, at least I am today. And by the way, it's Veterans Day, so I just want to thank all of you for your service. We all do. We appreciate you, and thank you for protecting us. All right. So I gave you a little hint, and Sarah always has the cutest thing. So can you guess what you need for this project? I'm going to probably say Artspira because she's like the Artspira queen. Every time she's on here, I learn something new. So let's welcome Sara Vetser to the party. Sarah, I'm so excited to have you here today.
Yay, I'm so excited to be here. Happy Veterans Day, everyone. Thank you to all the veterans for your service. Thank you for reminding me of that, Angela.
Yes, you know, this morning I was already out and about everywhere, and I was like, the bank's closed, and I completely forgot. Usually, I don't know why I always think of this day on a Monday, or I'm always traveling on this day. Today I'm home, so I'm home. I'm hanging out with all of you. So, and why? Because of all their service. So we are both so grateful. And Sarah, speaking of grateful, I'm so happy you're here, but your studio is looking so good. Look at this. Every time you're on, it's a little bit more added to it, a little more colorful. I love your thread wall.
Oh, thank you so much. We are definitely getting into the winter zone here too. It's supposed to snow today, so I like to bring in a little bit more color inside, you know, brighten it up.
Speaking of snow, did you embroider the sleeves on your sweatshirt? It looks like snow.
Yes, I did. These are all Artspira designs. And
oh my goodness.
I had so much fun. I personally don't have any tattoos, but I love, the artistry of tattoos, and I like bringing that into my clothing. It's kind of like a tattoo sleeve, but it's, tattooed on your sweatshirt.
I love it. I love it. So we have a fun show for you today. We are live in the chat, and actually, I just thought of this. We are pre-recording this on Tuesday, which is Veterans Day, but you're not watching it till Thursday, so you're probably thinking, did I just have a time lapse? No, you didn't. So we're live in the chat, and we'll be live on Thursday, but we're doing this on Tuesday. So in case we completely confused you on the Veterans Day, that's why. So leave your comments and questions. We'll be live in the chat. Sarah, I'm going to let you take it away because you got a really cute turkey going on over there.
Yes, I do. So Thanksgiving is approaching so soon. And today we are going to talk about making some personalized turkey pajamas / cozy clothing to wear to Thanksgiving or to wear the night after when you're trying to, digest your big Thanksgiving meal, something nice and cozy and warm. And of course, like Angela said, I'm the Artspira queen. So we used Artspira for this. We're going to talk about how to find Thanksgiving designs. We're going to look at all the new fonts that have been added to Artspira, which I'm really excited about. There are like over 300 fonts in the app now. So we're going to look at those. And I gave you a few ideas, a few different options for where you can place your name on this sweatshirt. So this is what I ended up doing, is this cozy crew neck sweatshirt, little fleece to keep me warm. And this is my turkey design that I grabbed from Artspira. Of course, I changed the colors and made it pink because
that's a pink turkey. Oh my gosh, I'm in heaven. I love pink turkey. That's the cutest thing I've ever seen, Sarah.
Right? I gotta have pink. And pink is like so in right now. All the Christmas stuff is pink. Halloween stuff was pink this year, and I'm absolutely loving it. So we're bringing the pink into Thanksgiving as well. So I got my pink turkey and I put my name underneath. Another place I put my name is on the sleeve. I still love a nice sleeve placement, and you can accomplish this. I did do this on my 6 needle, so I did not have to open the sleeve here. I used my sleeve frame accessory, and I was able to get this embroidered without having to open the sleeve. If you don't have a multi-needle, you can definitely open your seam here to lay the sleeve flat and get it embroidered on your flatbed machine. And then you're going to want to use, I believe it's the G foot. I think I've shown it on one of our lives before. There's a G foot that is going to give you a stitch that's very similar to a serger. So it'll close up your knitwear if you're also doing a fleece crew neck or something knit, it'll close that up perfectly. So you can accomplish this for sure on a flatbed machine. And then my third option here is along the neckline. I know this has been pretty popular in the past few years. I still love the placement along the neckline here. And I'm going to show you how I used the projector on my Aveneer. This placed really perfectly along the neck curve of my sweatshirt. So let's start with our pink turkey. I'm going to show you how to find that on the Artspira app. So this is our home screen. You can see there's lots of Thanksgiving designs on here. I'm going to jump right into embroidery designs, but actually you don't even have to do that. You could just go straight to the search bar at the top, and I'm going to search turkey. And here are all of our lovely turkey designs. And it looks like my filter is still on. So when I was searching for a turkey design to use for this project, I went to the filter tool, which is at the top right-hand corner of the screen, just under the word cancel. And I selected data type, and you could see next to data type, it says embroidery designs. I knew I wanted to embroider something. So what I did was I deselected all of the data types that are available to you in Artspira, and I only selected embroidery designs. And then I hit apply, and then my search only showed me embroidery designs. So for you, if you have that filter off and you search turkey, you're going to see a mix of printing designs, cutting designs, embroidery designs, projects, all of the different types of data and projects you could get in the Artspira app. All of those are going to come up if they have the word turkey related to them. How cute is this?
Turkey or gobble.
Or gobble. This little turkey place card, how cute. So that's a whole project. So it can be really fun to look through those if you have multiple types of machines. Like if you have a scan and cut and you have a sublimation printer and you want to look at your options, you can see all the different data types at once. But if you're like me and you're fully obsessed with embroidery and you know you want to do something embroidered, then you can filter out all of those designs to just see the embroidery designs. So here is my lovely turkey, and this is an Artspira Plus design. So you'll have to have the subscription to use this design. And I have heard, by the way, that new members who sign up for Artspira can do a 30-day trial of Artspira Plus. So if you're thinking about trying it out and you haven't signed up for Artspira yet, you can sign up and you can get the free 30-day trial.
I did not know that. You know, Sarah, that would be right now would be a really good time to do that because we're making holiday projects. We've got Thanksgiving coming up for all of the tape. I mean, there's like a lot of things between now and New Year's would be a great time to test that.
You could definitely get the most out of those 30 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you'd have access to all of the Artspira Plus designs and all of the exclusive features and all that stuff in the app with that free trial. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and favorite this design so I can save it and make sure that I can use it for next year. I can come back to it if I get distracted and walk away from my phone. So I just tap the heart in the top of the screen to save that to my favorites. And you can save as many designs as you want. I have not hit a limit for favorites. So just if you see something you like, favorite it, just in case you have trouble finding it again. It's telling me right away, this is an embroidery design. It's telling me how long it's going to take to stitch out, how many colors are in here. So once I press create, we can go to the artboard. And here is where I can change the thread colors. So I tapped on the design to select it, and I can go to color down at the bottom. And then I can tap each thread spool, and the app kind of highlights the portion of the design that you're editing, that you're directly editing when you tap that color. So I changed these to brown colors. So I took color 323 and I made it hot pink. And then I took the beige, the 843, and I made it light pink. And I think I also changed this light pink that was already in there to the same light pink. That way I have fewer color changes. And then I'm going to deselect the design. So I just tapped away from it. And I'm going to choose the text tool. I'm going to type in my name. And this is where we get to explore all those fonts that are in the app now. So there's 300 fonts, over 300 fonts available. So if you type your name in, you add it to the artboard, and then you go to font, tap on Bergen, and you could just, I think I was saying to you before, Angela, that I haven't gotten past the B's because there's so many.
Actually, Emily was on the show prior to yours, and we were doing the same thing when it comes to fonts. We hardly ever get past maybe C, but there's always so many good ones. So we said we're going to do a challenge next year where each month you have to do a different letter font. So maybe we'll get to Z, right?
Right. Yeah, there are truly so many in here. One tip that I wanted to point out is that you can see that next to each of the font names, there's either an HQ or a TT. So I want to tell you guys what that means. So TT is a true type font, which means that it's not specifically created for embroidery. But HQ stands for high quality, which means that it is exclusively created for embroidery. So for my sleeve and underneath the turkey, so for these two here, I used a true type font because it comes out a little bit smaller. There aren't as many stitches there. For this one on the neck, because I knew it was going to be quite a bit bigger than the other two, I did specifically choose a high quality font because I wanted those stitches to be really, really nice. So of course you can filter. So I'm going to go to my filter tool, and down at the bottom, you can see there's standard quality and high quality. So I'm going to choose high quality and apply it. And now I'm going to see all of the high quality fonts. So like these are the ones that I would choose from when I'm doing my neck placement. And I know I'm making the font quite a lot bigger, and you're going to be able to see those stitches really clearly. If you're seeing something that you really like, again, you can favorite it. So I have Kingston Regular favorited down at the bottom. I have a tab for all my favorites, so I can see my favorite fonts in one place. And you also have a history tab. So these are all of the fonts that I've been trying out when I was picking the font to do on my turkey sweater. So the app is remembering all the fonts I chose. So if you're using one and you forget to favorite it, but you've tried it out and you want to go back to it, it'll be in your history tab. So that's good to keep in mind. So I showed you all that and did not choose a new font. So let's go to my favorites. Let's see which one I like. This one's pretty cool. So I select it, I press done. I can bring this below my turkey here. And I'm going to go ahead and change the color to that light pink that I already have in my design. Again, I can color sort once I get over to the machine, and I'll have fewer thread changes. And then because I'm a perfectionist and I want to make sure that they're lined up perfectly in the center, I'm going to go to the ellipsis tool down in the bottom and choose multi-select. And then I'm going to tap on the turkey so the text and the turkey are both selected. And then go into my layout tool. And right underneath all these move arrows, I have all of these alignment tools. So I'm going to use align to center, and there was a tiny little shift of the text. So now I know that they're perfectly aligned to the center. And then I could even press reset to center, which is right below there in tiny blue text. And that's going to center both of my designs to the artboard. So it's going to put it in the center of the artboard. And that, did it center them? Let's see. And that just makes my brain happy. There we go. Now it's centered.
I love that. It's a very simple, easy way to do that.
Yes. And it always bugs me. I can go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, I was thinking the same thing. What an easy way to center those. You know, I mean, when you try to do it just perfectly, sometimes you got to move it a little bit. This is easy. And by the way, if you have questions, leave them in the chat. We're live in the chat today. Sarah, this is very cool. Now, I would love to know how many people on here that play on Artspira have actually used or knew what that was with the font, with the standard and the quality font. I actually did not even pay attention to that. I just keep choosing a font. But your examples are perfect. Kind of solidify that. If you're doing something small, just know that that's, you know, different options you have. But if you're going to do something a little larger and you want to see those stitches, choose that quality font. That's my tip of the day. I told you I learned something new from you every time you're on here.
I got to live up to it. I have to come on here and I got to bring the goods.
All right. This is awesome.
Good. Yeah. Okay. So we're all set with that design. So then we would be ready to transfer it to our machine and get it all stitched out. So next, I think I want to show you guys how to get that font nice and curved to go along the neckline. So I'm going to delete my turkey for now. And I'm going to reselect my text. And then let's go to the transform tool at the bottom of the screen. So there's a lot of fun tools in the transform menu here. And today we're going to use arc. And these three options here, you can see warp is a premium option. Monogram is a new one that was added. And there are some options in there that are available for free. So you can get an instant monogram. There are even some frames to put in there. Lots of fun stuff. And then arc, circle, and spiral are all available for free to anyone using the app. So for arc, I'm going to just adjust the slider here so that my arc is going in the opposite direction. It defaults to going kind of up, but I want it to be, what are the words? Convex and concave. I want it to arc down to curve around my neckline. So really easy. I just use the slider to do that, and you could see that it's changing on the screen. Let me change the color of the font just for now so you could see it really well. There we go. So here's my slider, and I'm sliding it, and if you're kind of in the middle, there's no arc, and then if you go the other way, it arcs up or it arcs down, however you want to do it. You can adjust the font size here, and you can also adjust the character spacing. So if you want the letters spaced out more, make kind of a wider curve, you can do that. So that's how it's done. And then you go ahead and transfer that over to your machine. And this is where I want to show you guys the projector on the Aveneer, because the projector really comes in handy when you're trying to line up a curve. It's pretty tricky to do otherwise, at least for me. My brain, it needs to see the projector to know that that curve is really lined up perfectly. So let's go over to the Luminaire here. I have some text already set up with my projector, and I have the adjustment, the tools in the projector area today, and I'm going to use my stylus to make some small changes. So I have my rotation tool open, and I can see right away that I definitely want to rotate it to the right to line up with my collar up here. And then I'm going to open the move tool, and I'm going to move it up closer to the collar as well. There's my move tool. This can be really good for small adjustments, and you're able to kind of look and see the movements as you're making the changes. I can also just go over to my screen and I can just drag it up a little bit. And then we got a lot closer to the collar really quickly. And now I can make some finer adjustments with my tools in the projection area. I'm going to go back to my rotate tool and I'm going to rotate a little bit to the left. Come on. So you can rotate by 10 degrees, 1 degree, and as little as 0.1 degree. I'm just going by 1 degree because my little perfectionist brain wants this to be really straight. And I feel like that looks, I'm pretty happy with that. What do you think, Angela?
I love that. I love that you can see it right there. And, you know, I'm just comparatively speaking, back when we were using, not back, but on the Luminaire, when you go back and forth from the projector, it turns off and goes back and forth. When you do it here on the Aveneer, you can see exactly what's there. I mean, you know exactly what it's going to look like, where it's going to embroider. I just think it's going to solve so many embroidery faux pas.
Yes, exactly. And I do like that you can make the little adjustments in the projection area.
I love that. I love that feature. It's so quiet.
It is very quiet when it stitches. It takes a little getting used to.
What do you all think? Super fun project. I would love to know in the comments, what's your favorite part of Artspira? Because there's so many cool things on there. And by the way, while we're thinking of it, next week is our big Artspira show. Sarah, you're going to be on there, aren't you, on Tuesday?
Yes, absolutely.
That's going to be fun. Actually, we have Sarah's going to be on there. Cindy Hogan's going to be on there. I have to think of the whole lineup, but there's like 6 cool, quick, easy projects. You don't want to miss that show. And by the way, there's going to be a great giveaway. So mark your calendar, Tuesday at noon. I'll try to think of what the date of it is. In case you're watching this a different day, it's Tuesday the 18th. Yes. All right, back to you, Sarah.
All right, it's finished. Let's take it off and see how we did.
Sarah, I know somebody's going to ask, and if you already answered this, forgive me, but what stabilizer did you use? Because I noticed you've hooped the entire sweatshirt. So what stabilizer?
Yeah, I actually just used Tearaway for this. And it worked pretty well. Yeah, no sticky, no iron-on, nothing. Just plain old Tearaway.
Sounds great.
Yeah. I am breaking the rules, though. The rule is if you wear it, don't tear it. So.
I thought it was if you wear it, tear it.
No, I'm not. Yes, that's the rule. If you wear it, tear it.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah. It looks great, though. I mean, I definitely would not have been able to get placement that perfect without the projector.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And that is one of the Artspira fonts. That's one of the high quality fonts there. So the stitching came out really nice. Any other, I don't know, is there anything I kind of went too fast through or should go back and...
I thought it was fantastic. We'll watch for the questions in the chat, and we'll be live in the chat. But other than that, I mean, I think that is so cool. I love what you showed on for the fonts. I never realized that those were the 2 differences. And by you showing it as embroidery really kind of makes it stick.
Yes.
Other than that, this is a super fun project for Artspira.
Yeah. And let me know if you guys make some turkey shirts for you and your families. I actually think this would be a cute design just to stitch on felt and make as like, what are those called? Name cards for the table.
It would be. Yes, it would be. So turkey shirts. That's going to be like my word for the week. Anybody making a turkey shirt? I'm going to ask you all the way up until Thanksgiving. And is it going to be pink? Because my turkey's going to be pink.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, it would be.
Let me bring up, I'm going to bring up your website and Brother's website, just so you all can, if you want to find us online, that's where we are. It's scrolling below. Don't forget to visit your Brother dealer because there are a ton of sales right now. There always are sales right now. It's pre-holiday. We're getting into the Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Last year, my birthday was on Black Friday. That's very dangerous. This year, I think it's the day after, so maybe I won't spend as much.
I think you still should.
I think I still did. So, Sarah, I'm pretty excited about next week for our live Artspira webinar party. You've got quite a bit that you're bringing along. We'll give them a little teaser. There's a really good giveaway, but you must be live to be present to win, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's a great giveaway. And we have so many projects that we're showing, so many different holiday ideas for gifting and making. And of course, lots of Artspira tips and tricks, as always.
Lots of Artspira. To our Artspira queen, Sarah, this has been fantastic. I'm just going to bring this up. Don't forget, if you guys do your turkey shirt, use #BrotherSews so we can find it. Tag Sarah, tag myself, tag Brother. We love to see what you're working on. Sarah, until Tuesday, have a great weekend. I cannot wait to see your projects. I've had a little glimpse, but I haven't seen everything. So it's going to be exciting.
I can't wait. I'll see you then. And everyone have a happy Thanksgiving.
All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.